Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome to the Hoopla of Y'all show. I'm adjusting my posture here because I have a little kitty on the chair here. Capri's been making appearances, and uh, and we've even got Shiva here too. Come here, Shiva. Well, you might see her walk out of the room. There she goes. Alrighty. She saw Hoop becoming present. So, welcome to the Hoop Love Y'all show where we talk about health, humor, and hooping. So, tonight I am excited to tell you about. I have like this little 11 series, and don't worry, don't get scared off of that number. It's a short series, so I'm doing this each show in this series as a very short series. So I'm trying to make my goal of doing 50 shows this year. Hi, Charles. Nice to see you. So if you're watching live, thanks so much for watching live. If you're watching the recording, thanks for watching the recording. So if you are watching live, you can type in the chat. I don't know if I have the comments. Let's see here. I'm going to adjust one thing here. Live chat. There we go. Messages are visible. There we go. I think that might be good. All right. So I just made an adjustment on the YouTube portion of this. So you may be seeing this either on the Facebook feed or on the YouTube feed. So again, thanks for watching, whichever you are watching. So this is part of the 11-part moving series because us, all of this, Hip the Hoopla, and me and my husband and all of our pets are heading to Idaho. So we are from Colorado. Well, he's actually originally from LA, and I'm technically originally from Illinois. But I've been out here most of my life, and I've been in this house for like over 25 years now. So this is a big, huge move for us. And in that theory, that theme, the moving theme is the overall theme of everything. And that was also the first episode. So today is on, where's my notes? Okay, looking for my notes. I do have notes so that I can keep on time and on target. So on topic. So, and I've also got to turn down the volume on this. So sorry, I wasn't all prepared. There we go. Okay, so I don't hear all beeping going on. It says, by the way, you're broadcasting live. I'm like, I know, I am, because that's what I'm doing. All right, so with my notes, there we go. So tonight's theme is scale. So I'm doing several themes that are kind of related to moving and what you go through in a move. So this is in relation to, like, if you're going through anything in your life, why this hopefully is relatable to you. You know, maybe you're going through a project. It could be a job change. It could be a positive change. It could be, a stressful change, whatever the change may be. It could be all of those things wrapped into one. So hopefully this series will help you get through it, and maybe you have ideas and you can chime in and add your tips, tricks, and all that kind of good stuff of what works for you. Thank you, Charles. Yes, rocking the hoop is right. And so health, humor, and hooping, and the hooping is the last thing. And also this, the 5 days, the first 5 days of the series, we're working on isolation moves. So hoop moves. So you see the hoops in the background. I have one on the back of the chair here, which I'll grab. And tonight is going to be a one-handed linear isolation, horizontal isolation. Yeah, that's a mouthful. So anyway, so in relation to the scale theme, I wanted to relate one story. So scale, when I was thinking about this, was I was thinking of the way to define it, and so by scale, I do not mean weight. Okay, so although I suppose you can technically think about it as a weight type of thing, but anyway, that's not what I mean by that. And then when I was thinking about it, my brain went to magnitude, like, big stuff of like how much and the magnitude of this, and which kind of has to do with weight, of like the magnitude and the weight on your shoulders of all this stuff. So but when I was thinking about how I would define scale, what my intent is scope. So like, what's the scope of the project? What's the scale of the project? How much is there to do? So that was my theory on that. And my little story example of that is the filing cabinet. So I used to have, this is my office here that I'm broadcasting live from, and I used to have four huge, tall filing cabinets in here, and they were all, it's paperwork, a lot of paperwork. And so today I got rid of one of those files. So, like, you know, about this much worth of paperwork. So it took a lot to bring it to the recycling bin. It was quite a heave ho on that, which was great. So and that why I had so much paperwork. Four filing cabinets worth is because I've had a 20 plus year, well, more now, but 20 plus when I was like really intent in doing it more readily as a professional cartoonist. So I had a life before hooping, and that was as a professional humorist. I was a professional cartoonist with my Touche cartoons, which is now Touche Tunes on touchetunes.com. But anyway, a whole nother story of, yeah, just don't even go to that website just yet. But hopefully it will be back up and going. Basically, when I went through cancer, apparently I let my domain name go unrenewed, and I didn't renew it by accident, and a Chinese website company took it over, and they made it, it's like a gaming whatever. So 19 years that I had that website of touchetune.com is gone. So I still have the stuff that was on it, and I called it the Big Pink Site, and it's why I pay like a lot more money just to host that site, even though my career hasn't, been doing cartoons in a long time. So, this whole move is all about scale and trying to, hone things in and tone things down and get to the meat and the heart of what's important. Anyway, so back to the story of the filing cabinets. I was really happy to get one drawer out of, let's see here, those things have, I think, four drawers on them each, four filing cabinets of the big filing cabinets. And of course I have more paperwork than that, over a lifetime of, saving stuff. So anyway, a lot of that has to do with my cartooning career, of which, oh my goodness, Kitty just wants to, she's like, she apparently wants to do a cameo because she wants to, she wants to be all over the place on my lap. So anyway, she's not happy when I pick her up, but she wants to go blow the camera. So anyway, she's probably pretty hungry. We're all kind of hungry for dinner. So, and this show, I'm trying to broadcast these to get them all out, but they're not necessarily going on a specific time frame right now. I am trying to broadcast every day so that I can get them all done. And so I'll be doing Monday through Friday this week, and then Monday through Friday next week, and then the following Monday, and I will have the 11 series done. That's the plan. It may go a little differently than that, so we'll see what it is. So, again, thank you for watching. So, I'm real happy about those filing cabinets, at least getting a touch of one, because also, as part of this move, I need to sell a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, goodness, I just hit a leg cramp. Okay. So, on that note, I'm going. That leads into my next thing. Besides the humor part of the show, is the health part of the show. Is so I went to tuck my leg underneath so that I could sit, and all of a sudden my back left hamstring just went and started seizing up. That's a new one on me. I usually get the calf muscles of doing that. So, a couple things on that. Of course, drank lots of water. Okay, so this I refill this bottle all the time with El Dorado water now, and then when we move to our new place in Idaho in the mountains, we have our own well, so we have natural water coming out of the earth, which is awesome. So anyway, drink lots of water. That helps with muscle cramping. Another thing, the actual recommendation that I was going to give you is MSM, which stands for, and I wrote this all out, methylsulfonylmethanine. Okay, so MSM for short. So anyway, it's helpful for muscles, for it's a good physical type of one vitamin to be taking, vitamin herb. Let's see, I don't think it's called an herb. It's not an herbal, but it is a vitamin type of supplement. Yes, that's the proper word for it. Anyway, so give that a shot if you'd like. So this isn't like the greatest brand of all, but it's reasonably priced, available at Walmart, and Walmart's not all that bad. They do carry some good stuff, and they're carrying a lot more organic things and things like that. So, and trying to do better business practices, which is good. So anyway, alrighty. So that's my recommendation. So I'm keeping this nice and short. So I wanted to do a laughter yoga exercise. Okay, Kitty, come on back. Now I need you again, because you are part of my laughter yoga exercise. Since all the other pets left the room. Oh, this is good. Oh my God, that's so classic. Alrighty, so we've got Kitty in a scarf. She's so happy about that. All right. So what this laughter yoga is about breathing, laughing, but mainly about breathing and getting good oxygenation in your lungs. So this one, I thought this would be kind of a fun one to do. So if you do have a pet, try this one. If you can do this now, if your pet is available, great. Or you could, if you're watching the recording of this, you could pause the video and go grab your pet and see if they'll be a willing participant for you. Let's see if Kitty will be a willing participant. Not necessarily. Alrighty. So anyway, what I want you to do is just cuddle your pet and have a nice big smile and just connect with your pet. So just take a few deep breaths and cuddle with your pet. If you don't have a pet, you can borrow Capri. Capri, little 17-year-old Capri here. I think you're 17. You may be even over that now. But anyway, you could use her for your cuddle inspiration. Oh, thank you. So just take some nice deep breaths. Appreciate, if you don't have like a pet to cuddle, maybe you can cuddle a human. If you have children, you could cuddle one of them, or all of them, or whatever works for you. I'm sure they'll wait for you to do the video. She sounded not happy. she's actually like crawling all over my lap, but doesn't want to do everything. And anyway, so cuddle your pet, pet them, and there's also, not only is this a good I'm calling it a laughter yoga exercise because I want you to take it as a breath work type of exercise. So I want you to smile with this, get some breath work in, but also this is awesome for endorphins. So if you do have a pet, try and get a shelter pet. There's a lot of pets that need forever homes, and please go adopt some, save somebody, go rescue somebody. I don't know who rescues who. I got Capri on 9/11. I went and picked her up on 9/11 because that's when I was able to bring her home. And because they had like a 3-day waiting period at the shelter that I had gone to. So, and talk about a bright spot in my life, and having gotten me through a lot of years of, ups and downs of life. And, and she's gone through some ups and downs herself. There was one time where she had it was kind of funny. It wasn't really funny, and I did bring her into the vet, of course, but she had like an eye abscess. I mean, it turned out to be funny. But anyway, I took pictures of it because she looked like Rocky Balboa, and she looked like she had been punched in the face. Turns out, I think with that one, it was actually a tooth abscess. We got that taken care of. She had to have some teeth, a couple teeth removed, and the blood work on her, the vet came back and said she's got blood like a baby. So even though being an older cat, even though she's really active and cuddly these days, so anyway, it just goes to show age is just a state of mind, even with pets. So if you have one available, or can go get one, or let's say you can't have a pet where you're at, maybe they don't allow pets, or your situation doesn't allow for pets, what you can do is go to a shelter and volunteer some time. So that would be a lovely thing to do. You benefit, the pets, the animals benefit, and even if it's like a kill shelter where they can't keep a lot of pets, maybe you can help make their little life here on Earth until somebody does or doesn't adopt them a little bit better and brighter. So think of that, and think of the heart that you could express by just spending some time with some animals that would be good. Or you can do, pet nanny, as I do sometimes, for other people's pets, where you just take care of them every once in a while. Or you can go into a situation where you can take care of pets. And of course, you have to like them. So if you don't like pets, then don't do any of this stuff. But it can open up your heart, and that's a neat thing to do. Alrighty, so we did the laughter yoga exercise. After laughter yoga exercises, we take our hands together nice and big and go, very good, yay. We do that twice. Very good, yay. So, I know I had a little extra explanation after that. Okay, so we're going to move on to the hoop move, and that is a one-handed linear isolation. Now, Kitty's going to make a nice little sound again while I move her. Okay, say hi. And set her on the chair and try and do the linear isolation. So what you're going to do with the linear isolation is going to look like so. Okay, so a couple concepts to remember. So in the first part of this series, I did a grip linear isolation where you actually just take the hoop and you're doing all the moves, but you're not releasing the hoop. So that is an interesting way to go about it in case you're in a place where you absolutely can't drop the hoop. So, but if you can, work on the linear isolation, that is good. So this is a one-handed linear horizontal isolation, which means we're going this way. Okay, so I want you to think about your hoop. I'm using a smaller, lighter hoop, so it's easier on my hand, wrist, fingers. You don't want to have a death grip on this, so you don't want to be like white knuckling this. You want to just have a nice, gentle grip on it so that you have a grip of the hoop. But again, I'm using a smaller, lighter, and actually thinner hoop. This is a 5/8 inch polypro. And also because I'm in a small space and I've worked myself to a smaller hoop, so I can off-body hoop with this, this is an off-body move that we're doing right now, and I can on-body hoop with this as well, because I've practiced a lot. I've been at hooping at this moment of this video 10 years now, so actually over 10 years. So yeah, I celebrated my hoopiversary this year of a decade, over a decade. So anyway, so what you're going to do with this is you want to remember to keep your hoop in what I call a channel, or like train tracks. So you want to have a line on the top and a line on the bottom, and you want to keep your hoop within that parameters. So like a train grips in to the tracks and rolls along the tracks, this is what ideally you want to visualize, mentally process your hoop doing, is going like so. Okay, now we're going to go over the hand movements with this. So we're going to start, you can start with a underhanded grip and the thumb facing that direction. So I have the hoop in my right hand, and I'm going to go out to the left first. There are various ways of doing this. I'm just explaining one way fairly quickly so you can get it. You can practice it on your own terms and time to get this and mentally get this. So what you're going to do, I'm starting it from here and at the 12 o'clock position, and I'm going to roll down the hoop. So when I'm out across the body, I'm at the 6 o'clock position. I'm going to continue rolling it. Remember those channels, and bring this up and fully extend out to the 3 o'clock position. And then this is the tricky part, is you're going to release it, but you're going to make contact over the top like a regular isolation and re-grip on the other side. Now, if you do not do this, if you try and just throw it and catch it here, yeah, that's one way to do it, but that's not the move. So I don't want you to cheat it by trying to do that. I want you to go up and over. So what I mean by up and over, when you're working on a regular isolation, you're here, and then you have to release, go up and over the top, and re-grip. You're doing that same thing with this linear horizontal isolation, but you're doing it across the body. So ideally, what you want to do is try and keep the hoop and your arm nice and straight. So there may be times where you're bending. So I'm bending here. So I'm also, so thumb is up on this side when you finish, or you can start here too. So I'm just calling this the finish point because that's just where we started over here. We went over here. Now we're going to take this back in the other direction again. Thumb is up, and now I'm at the 9 o'clock position on the hoop. Remember, top 12, over there is 3, down here is 6. So think of your hoop in quadrants, boom, 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 and in those quadrants. So thumb is up. I'm going to take and drive down the bottom of the hoop. Remember that channel. I'm trying to take this across a straight line. My thumb is down. Then I'm going to go up and over the top. So down, 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 up and over the top, as well as moving it and regripping on the opposite direction. Down, 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 up and over the top and going out. So this move is, if you're new to hooping, and this isn't necessarily a beginning move, although I try not to say this is a beginning move, this is an intermediate move, this is an advanced move. Unless it's really techy, and then yeah. But far be it from me to tell you what's easy or difficult for you. So, but this will take some practice, and it takes some brain cells to do this, to just get the concept of doing an isolation, but moving that isolation across the body. And then you can take this and do reverse as well. My reverse kind of is like a little wobbly on that. So anyway, but you can do the reverse where you're going the other direction. So I was going counterclockwise, and then I just did clockwise was my like version. So anyway, all right, that is a linear, one-handed linear horizontal isolation. So blah, that's a mouthful. Alrighty, so this has been Shay Rippinger of Hip the Hoopla with the Hoopla of Y'all show. I told you I was going to promise to keep it short, keep it lively, keep it humorous, and do all that stuff. So again, from me and Capri, let's see if she, yeah, okay. Okay, so we say bye. Oh, look, she's waving. Okay, so this is the cameo. If I pet her nicely, she won't make like evil sounds. So maybe she doesn't make evil sounds. Well, she was making a weird sound today, but you know, she does that every once in a while. Like, what the heck is wrong? And she's like, "Rah!" It's like, what's that? I don't know. Maybe she needs her litter box changed or something. Anyway, alrighty. So rock on, peace out. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you tomorrow for episode 4 of the 11. So today was 3, which is technically the 42nd episode. So I'm working my way up to the goal of 50 this year, and finishing out this series with finishing my goal. So trying to achieve my goal even through this move. So, and another reason why I'm keeping these shows short, but I'm really loving this new format. So if you like this new format of a shorter show, yeah, type in, hit thumbs up, share, like, all that kind of good stuff. I will have some show notes on the YouTube video on my Hip the Hoopla channel. So if you missed any portion of this, like, you know, what is MSM, or you know, how do you do the pet cuddle laughter yoga exercise, you know, I'll have that on there. So for some little show notes. All right, thanks so much. Peace out, rock on, and we'll see you next time. All right, it's been Shay Rippinger. Bye.